So after reading As a Man Thinketh, it was almost like it woke me up, you know. It was almost like I was in a nightmare, and it woke me up. Yeah, the wording, there's something special in that wording. You know, really, I understood it. I understood, yeah, that I'd been living a lie for so long, and yeah, it woke me up to the. It's very spiritual, right? The wording very spiritual, and really pleasant. You know, like you know, close my eyes again, meditate. I'd meditate a lot. It almost installed back in me how to meditate, how I meditate. Yeah, I'll do it in a few different ways. I'll make another video on that one day. So yeah, I did that. Yeah, after reading that book, I started to feel a presence in my life, a very comforting presence, like a deep meaning, a love, a feeling. You know, even I could even hear voices, you know, saying, "Well done, Russell. You know, well done. You've you're here now. You are." I went out. I did go for a little walk actually. I don't know if it was on the same day. Can't really remember that, but yeah, it wasn't long after reading the book anyway. And I went out, had a good walk, and I could hear. It was almost like I could hear from the distant universe coming in, like coming at me, like, and I was going, "Happy birthday, Russell! Yeah, happy birthday to you, mate. You've made it. You're like born again, basically, almost born again." Yeah, so it's like I had a spiritual death and then a spiritual awakening. Yeah, which was incredible, you know, and it made me chuckle. You know, it really made me chuckle that, yeah, I've missed what I was. I've missed what I was, and I was slowly coming back. And yeah, ever since that day, it's just been growing. The awakening has been growing. You know, you've been asleep for so long, Russell. You need to take your time, get your brain back in order. Yeah, take order, and put things in perspective. Get your perspective back. Get your understanding back about what it's like to be a man. You know, and that's what our essence is, guys. Yeah, we're born in one essence, and that is to become a fucking man, and to, yeah, stop being boys and grow. And I know we're put through a system when we're younger. I'm not going to talk about the system very much, guys, because, you know, I'm not interested. But it does need to be said. There are certain things, certain rules that we've been living under that ain't natural, that are just not natural, and you need to move on from that understanding. So yeah, I read the book. I got home. And then I kind of had thoughts in me to tell me to write down the dreams that I remember, and when is it possible to bring them dreams to reality? Yeah, something that I've been thinking about for a long time, and I chose to ignore. I chose to forget. Don't know why, really. Yeah, not sure why. I'll probably come out with the reasons why through these videos, bit by bit. This is just to get you to understand how I felt after I read the book. Yeah, after I read the book, and I wrote down the dreams. Right, I put down about owning a charity. I wanted to create a charity to help men, mainly men. You know, I'm a man. I can't tell a woman what to do. I can't tell anyone what to do, and that's not what I'm doing. I'm just going to give you a different perspective, so you can find your perspective, and that's what you're supposed to be doing, guys. We are supposed to be doing that. That's our purpose, is to find your perspective in your unique way. And that book woke me up to my way. Once you start believing in yourself, and you listen to that. You know, there's a bubble inside you. You know, there's that bubble inside you, that little bit of glimmer that's telling you you're not living right. You're not living right. Yeah, you're not listening, And that's your heart, guys, right? That's your heart pounding, saying, please, fuck's sake, listen, mate, right? I'm just fucking here. I love you. I want to help you. Yeah? And I will say this over and over again, and you will hear this in the videos, right? The minute you decide to pick you first, right? The construct in your brain is telling you, don't be a selfish cunt. Yeah? How selfish are you to think about yourself? Yeah? You've got family to think about. You've got kids to think about. Yeah, of course you have. That's responsibility. Yeah? But how the fuck do you ever think you're going to look after them if you don't think about yourself? Yeah? So think about that, right? Think about that and feel what I'm saying, right? Listen to your heart. And that's what it's done. That listening to that book, opening my mind again, waking myself up, made me realise that I never put myself first. Right, and so I did. I decided after then I'm going to fucking put myself first. I'm going to get myself out of this rut, and I'm going to power through, mate. Right, and you will see that through these videos. I'll talk to you about every stage of it. I'll talk about every stage, and you can understand. And then pull yourself out of it. That's my goal, to pull you out of it, if you want to, you know, because you need to. So yeah, yeah, that's how I felt after the book. It did wake me up, and it made me feel alive again. Confused, very confused. You know, I'd go for walks and be thinking about just random stuff, you know, almost like I'd lived my life. I don't know how many times, still don't know now. I don't know how many times I've lived. I feel like I've been round and round in circles, you know. Over and over and over, not fucking learning, not listening, not accepting, not surrendering. Yeah, that's a big thing. That's another video I'll do, surrendering, right? You know, the perspective we have on all them things, is someone else's perspective. And that's just come from generational backgrounds. And I'm here to break that, right? Because you don't need to live under someone else's perspective. You need to live under yours. And there ain't nothing wrong with yours, yeah? Yours is needed as much as mine is needed. And we all should listen to each other and accept it. Yeah, so that's how I felt after the book. As a Man Thinketh. That was my way. That was my way. I know it, and I found it. Find your way. Just make that decision one day. You're not forgetting about anything else, guys. They're there in front of you. They're there in your life. And don't expect it to be easy, right? Just, you know, don't expect it to be hard, even though it was for me. That doesn't mean it's going to be hard for you. It's just not going to be what you thought, yeah? It's not going to be what you thought. But it's worth it. It's well fucking worth it, right? Peace and love from Forefathers Foundation.